leaving you alone until you find your way back home. Find your way back home. Don't let me drown. Don't let me drown. Don't let me drown. Until you find your way back home. I can't regret leaving you alone until you find your way back home.
close to each other. Again, we mentioned Ash versus Python. Ash, the number 60, part of Green Phoenix, and Python, part of the Ophiessa clan, and they are rated 8th. It's a really close standing, and there's not a lot separating these teams. So this match will create some of that separation if there isn't some already. It's going to be quite important for that.
I mean, one of the key things I was taking a look at when I was starting to make notes of this series was both these teams have played Uranium very recently. Both had not shutout results, but it looked like Ophiessa, despite having just a nightmare run at the start of the season, have pulled through, have started putting up some decent results against teams that Green Phoenix Ash have struggled against.
Yeah, and again, for Ash, they have a lot of pressure on them being that higher seeded team. Sure, it's not by much, and that's kind of why it's so stressful. Because again, you want to create separation. You want to be the best team you can in your league, and matches like this against teams that are close to you in rankings, that's what separates you from the other teams here. There's still a ton of teams ahead of them. You're part of the rival series, and again, these guys kind of in the middle of the group, literally almost in the middle of the group. There's a ton of teams ahead of them, a ton of teams below them. If you want to put yourself at being a team to talk about, you got to be better than the teams below you, and Python, well, their season has been, let's just say, not great. A pretty rough record for them. Again, I'm seeing a 21-31 record. If your record has a -10 in it, that doesn't do well for you, and I know that they have a lot to work on. Again, there's a ton of teams ahead of them, and if you really want to be a team that people talk about, you have to get wins, especially partway through the season.
Yeah, I mean, those Ophiessa games weren't looking so great. And when I look at those stats, it's like they've got these two new players in who've just turned it around. These last two games have been great, a 3-1 against Uranium, a 3-1 against Knights. A stark contrast against the consecutive sweeps they had against Mirage, against Mystics, against... Oh, let's look at the note. Montbéliard, I think. I hope I haven't butchered that. I'm pretty sure it's French.
Well, that's not a language I'm good at, but again, I don't blame you. Yeah, again, as you mentioned, they started the season just getting destroyed, being the kind of the laughingstock of this league, and now people gotta watch out. This is a team that's starting to make a resurgence. They're on a hot streak, and their next task is to take on Ash. So, really, there's a lot that's kind of talking about these teams. A lot that these teams are, waiting on, hoping on, and honestly, I think these guys, have a lot to prove here. Again, even though they're the 8th seed, they're making that resurgence. They're kind of, as you said, improving day after day, week after week, and again, what a match this will be. As again, we're just trying to get everybody in, and what a series this will be. Looks like everybody's in, everybody's ready, and this series, our first one of the day. Again, I believe we have free series today, as we usually do on Sundays. Always a busy day for RSC, and today is no different here. I forgot, we need to get predictions at Frost. I forgot, we need to actually get predictions in here. I was thinking, we're missing something. Yeah, we got to predict.
Is this the part where you ask me first?
Yeah, I ask you first.
Oh, fun. Right. I mean, just for any new viewers, I'll run through the format quickly. This is a set of 4 matches, so we're going to play 4 matches regardless of what happens.
Yes.
A team might win 4-0. And they'll have won the series after 3, whatever. It makes a difference for game difference. They could tie the series at 2-2. I don't think it's going to be either of those, though. I'm expecting Ophiessa to take this 3-1 over Green Phoenix Ash.
He's going with the upset here. I'm going to go at 2-2. I think it's going to be an even matchup here. I think for Python, Ophiessa Python, they'd be pretty happy with a tie game against a team like this. I'm sure they're looking for the win, though. And, well, we'll see what happens. Because this series is only moments away from starting. Again, you see both of us here pretty strongly here in support of Ophiessa Python, and for good reason. A team who started their season off so poorly, a season that has been nothing but brutal to the Pythons, but here they are, 2 weeks of incredible wins, and now they go against another strong opponent at Green Phoenix Ash in front. Here we go, a setup for welcome to Sunday, welcome to RSCEU.
Yeah, off to the races already. It's a bit of a slow start, however. We are going to see, I believe this is Green Phoenix, starting with the offensive plays. This ball going off the backboard, cleared away by Leroni, tries to get a second cap, but ends up leaving it in Stingray's hands. Drum Hunter again, another weak clear, really piling on the pressure here at Green Phoenix.
I love the start from Green Phoenix. I mean, we mentioned just how good this Python team has been, but Green Phoenix Ash, this is some really strong offense. They're holding that midfield down. That's a big 50 from Leone off a back roll, looking for the follow-up, and that one's just gone high. Here comes Mezzo, and that also high. 2 chances for Python on both of them. off of the crossbar, and that accuracy could start to hurt them here when already they're not looking like the more aggressive team.
That was a horrifying amount of hesitation up to Jay Rice. I was so confident that was going to go in for our Future Esports. But it didn't, just about. A lot of deflections going off the backboard, bouncing off the floor. They were a little too slow, but they can't get lucky every time. That's a nice clear out from Jay Rice to get to the corner, make this follow-up shot from Mezzo a little more awkward. Shin now, with the dribble, going to get a 50, but it pops awkward for his teammates. Stingray now, up the corner. Fakes out the first. Can he get it done to Laroni? No, he can't. And so it's going to be off Yusa back on the offense. A mid-ball, but cleared out by Shin once again, and we're back to a level game.
Yeah, this thing has kept itself pretty even so far, and yes, you might recognize Stingray. He's also one of the guys who's done production for this stream, so always interesting to see him. I know he's been talking about his team, you know, whenever he's had that chance. I remember back when I was last with Stingray, and I think it was on Friday, talking with him and getting to kind of know what it was like, and he was, you know, talking to me about how about this team he had, about this roster, and how confident he is with it. And well, right now, this is a great confident start for Stingray. He's already got a save, but he's also got 2 shots. His team bringing the offense, but Python, it's more based on counterattacks, more based on just trying to attack back here. And Ash has definitely had to deal with it, because that midfield from Ash has started to crumble. It started off strong, but now that Python's really poking and prodding at it, Ash are not holding on very well.
I mean, it looked for a second there like Python might have got a breakaway, but Drum Hunter was just lacking whiskey. He's still lacking on boost now. You've got to think with a little more, that's 2 potential opportunities for a goal that have gone by the wayside. Drum Hunter again. Well, that's a nasty touch by Mezzo to throw off his teammate. Jay Ride with an opportunity off the post. Shin potentially with a follow-up, but it's off the corner. Stingray now following up off the back, but again, he's got a follow-up. Laroni plays it over the top. Getting away and using some of the lucky stars, it has to be said, in that play.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that as well. Just, again, they got a bit fortunate there on defense, and I'm surprised that we haven't seen a single goal yet. These teams have definitely deserved it as a chance. Oof. That's going to go just wide. Shin now in midfield and an infield attempt, but Ash again just coming up with nothing. Both these teams have brought the offense, have brought the pressure, but they haven't brought enough. It's going to take more to beat each other. The defense is holding strong.
This could be a little awkward now, though. I'm seeing the Python side getting a little caught up on themselves. If there's no follow-up from Green Phoenix Ash, there would have been a prime. Unless this one trickles its way in, it's put wide by Jay Rise. A little more straightforward power. Would have seen that one sink into the back of the net and be a brilliant opening goal. Almost went the other way there as well. Another goal line save. It's really going end-to-end right now.
Yeah, Stingray on one side, Laroni on the other. They're both kind of battling, saying who will go first, and it's Stingray to get first strike. Ash in the lead.
Yeah, I like what Laroni was trying to do, trying to get it out to one of his teammates, Mezzo and Drum Hunter, I think in the vicinity, but he doesn't pop it out as far as quickly as he wants it to. Green Phoenix capitalizing on it, putting it straight in the back of the net at such a pace that Mezzo really can't do anything about it. Opportunity again, though, now for Ash to store here. Jay Rise looking for a bump and Drum Hunter, who's awkward in the net, but he is going to get back on this ball. It's a long clear. Stingray using a lot of boost to get up for this. Gets it to the corner, but only for Laroni to tee it up for Mezzo. It's off the backboard. It's bouncing down, but Drum Hunter can't get there before the Green Phoenix Ash defense are able to scramble.
Ash still putting on that pressure. That's only 1 goal. I know how fragile this league can be. And here comes Drum Hunter. That one on. Stingray's got the block. And it's going to be very carefully played here, because Ash need to take their time. They need to waste that time as well, because Python, they're going to play very aggressively. They know they need to score, and they know they need to do it soon. And this one in front, Stingray, another crucial touch from him. Loney, leaving it for Mezzo. Now in the midfield. Shin, dunk by Laroni. I like what Python's doing. They're attacking that corner. They're looking for those infield chances, trying to find each other in any sort of space. But time has run out. Final 10 seconds. Double commit from Ash. J-Rise.
It's a triple. Everyone's on the near post from Ash. But it's not going to matter. That demo is huge. They're going to get the ball away, and that is it. Green Phoenix Ash, it was a 1-goal difference, but it was all they needed to take this first game and set themselves up nicely for the remainder of this series, I think.
Start for Ash. I mean, for them, it's... You couldn't ask for much better for this team. A great start for them, but also not a bad start for the Pythons here. Really, I must say, it has been just back and forth between these two orgs, and Well, I don't know if the series is going to stay this close. I think we're going to see more goals in the next game. I think we're going to see more success on offense, and I'm all for it.
Yeah, and what I quite liked about Python was that they were keeping things nice and balanced between the three of them, everyone taking a similar amount of touches. Stingray, however, had like 12 more than the next most player on that Green Phoenix Ash side, was Shin with 28 and Stingray with 40, so absolutely getting the most done for them in that game. And I don't think that's entirely sustainable. You can't be relying on a single player to be doing it's basically 40 to 45% of the workload in a game where you should be splitting it about 33% each way.
Yeah, Stingray definitely with a strong first performance, but yeah, as you said, it's going to be a team effort. This is only a 1-goal difference, 1 goal scored, but that's not going to be, as you said, sustainable. It's not going to be something that they can continue to do every single game and just go with it. In a series like this, it's going to be all hands on deck in a matchup where two teams are very closely rated. 1 goal difference is maybe all you can get, and you've got to play carefully because those leads can go away in the split seconds decisions.
And it might be that Python are the ones that get the lead off the bat here, not to be that ball was being pushed up nicely. Oh dear, Drum Hunter almost teeing that one up. But Jay Rise quite nicely. That ball though is going to make its way to the corner. It's going to be quite awkward, at least in the interim, for Ash to do anything, that they're making the most of the opportunity here. Shin back on this ball, over. There's a follow-up. Oh, that's a nasty bounce down. J-Rise surely would have had that if the bounce expected. Stingray cleaning it up anyway, plays it to the side where it was just too far for Leroni to reach.
It's a great touch from Stingray. And yeah, as you said, I know, a bounce that just goes the wrong way for Python. And last game, it took Ash a good couple minutes. It took him almost the whole game to get that first goal. Now, only 35 seconds. I mean, for us, this is a huge, huge momentum swing for them. They're getting goals at a much faster pace.
I mean, it's only one so far, and it's come off. I think what Officer Esports Python will say was like on them. They didn't want that to happen. There was a bit of a misrotation, a bit of a miscomms. It's stuff they can fix. It's easily pinpointable stuff, and it looks like they might be rewarded for some of their pressure here. Not quite this one. Bouncing over. Stingray's awkward. J-Rise coming in. Mezzo wins a 50. It's popped mids, but no one to follow up. Drum Hunter didn't quite have the face. Shin now in a 1v1. Blocks up by Leroni. J-Rise back onto the net. Tipped over by Drum Hunter. Stingray applying pressure. And Shin now gets one touch, but it's blocked out right away by Leroni. Not the first touch he was looking for.
Yeah, and again, it's another game where Stingray is looking to take charge. He's, I mean, you've already seen he's already got that goal. He's already got a save, and again, as you said, is it sustainable? It feels like Stingray's trying to do this consistently, but in comes J-Rise, and I really want to see more from J-Rise and Shin, as you said. I want to see them work together, or at least work with Stingray a little bit more. I mean, it's a rotation that they're keeping, but I want to see J-Rise, Shin continue this rotation, because this start of the game has felt way more even for Ash. It's felt like everybody is getting a lot more involved. This is not the Stingray show anymore. This is the Green Phoenix Ash show, and everybody is becoming a real threat here against Leroni Python.
So it could well almost be the Stingray show now, but he's going to miss that touch. I was just thinking before, he almost 50'd that ball all the way through in front of the goal, which would have been a brilliant setup for a teammate. Really start to hammer this game home for Green Phoenix Ash, but Python, I think, still have an eye in this one. They're only going to get a touch, but it's immediately picked up by Shin again, and they're on the back foot again. Not the position they want to be in, and that's quite a nasty-looking 50. I'm not sure if any of the Officer Esports players managed to get a touch on that. That was quite unfortunate. Drum Hunter not expecting the pace of that pass, I don't think.
No, he definitely didn't, and in fact, it only got worse for him in that situation because he bumped Leroni out. Any chance for them to get that away with Leroni was taken away with Drum Hunter, and Drum Hunter was the player to watch for last game for Python. It was a more even play style from them, and yet Drum Hunter was kind of the shining star in a team that just looks quite bleak, and they're still struggling just to score. Only 3 shots this game. That's the same number of shots that Stingray has. Ash with 7 total. And Python, I mean, if they want to do something, they've got to find a semblance of offense here.
And what I liked about Drum Hunter last game was that they were always in a position where it felt like they could do something on the ball. This game, they've had some times like that. They've had some times where it's like they just kind of need to do the bare minimum, and they've had a nasty win. This one, though, Leroni, he's got it all the way through. It's rolled up the post. I was concerned it might bounce out, but it is in, and this is back to a 1-goal game now.
And Stingray is, well, he overcommitted on that one, didn't get a single touch, and That's about the last thing you want to have in that situation if you're Ash. Have your strongest player so far miss a relatively routine ball. And yeah, Ephesius, Python, it's a good start for them. And Leone looking for another one. He's trying to make a step-up play here, but that's going to be touched out by Stingray, who's got a great dribble on. That's just great control from Stingray, keeping the ball close. That's exactly what you do. It's such a tough thing as level to kind of ingrained in players. You want to play fast, but so often when you play fast, you just end up clearing the ball away. And I love what Stingray does there. He knows he has the time, he has the space to work with, and he'll use it well. And now he's going to go for it. A demo in the backfield, and Ash are right back to a 2-goal lead.
It's like Lerone's only just popped back in. He's trying to get over at Shin, just gone for him again. It is absolutely ruthless out here from Green Phoenix Ash, absolutely tearing up the predictions we made at the start of the series.
It's, well, taking away all that hope we had for Python and are throwing it out the window. 3 goals to 1. They want 4, but there's no one there. Drum Hunter will clear away, and look at the spacing here. Stingray waiting for him. Now he's got the 50 on Leone. In the midfield, J-Rise looking for Stingray, and while that attempt won't work, it's what's really working for Ash this game. Everybody, all hands on deck, just finding each other in space. And Python, they just cannot find a breakthrough.
And it might be that a breakthrough has been made for Ash here as Stingray sinks another one. This one's the bottom left. That 50 had the potential to turn it to the side, but that was a huge triple commit. Drum Hunter barely recovering to try and make an attempt on that ball, but not quite enough. Gonna have to recover for the next one, I think, now.
Yeah, they're going to have to. No, they don't have enough. They have time in this game, but will it be enough? And I'm doubtful on that. We're a team that is not even really getting shots at a consistent rate. Again, a team with only 5 shots. Again, the same number as Stingray. Stingray is matching Python. If one player on Ash is matching a whole other team, you know you have a real big issue. And you know that you're getting outplayed quite substantially. Ash, and it is, again, this is not even the Stingray show anymore. This is Ash just being a far better team, and Python have a lot of work to do, and it's not just Stingray they have to focus on, it's everybody, and it's really on themselves in this series. They just do not have the ability to elevate like Green Phoenix Ash have.
I mean, it could be that they're just not feeling particularly motivated right now. It's hard to stay focused at 2 or 3 goals down. I'd hoped that getting that goal to bring it back to a 1-goal game might invigorate them. It's the only one they've scored this series, but we've yet to see any evidence of that. Indeed, this might be another one if things go particularly awry, but it's not going to happen. Green Phoenix Ash take game number 2, staggeringly 4-1.
Well, I don't. Your prediction's already gone here, so for us, unfortunately, that's going to be a bit painful for you, but for me, my prediction's still good, but I don't think it's going to stay that way for very long if Ash continue playing like this.
And it's not like they're not trying different things on this Python side. I'm seeing 26 bumps that game from Leone, 23 from Drum Hunter, putting up absolutely huge numbers, but are not making the most of it. Maybe need to consider the timing and the utility they're getting out of those bumps so they can make the most use of them.
Yeah, right now, Python, they just need, for them, they just need to get some confidence. They're losing it, and it's really a mental battle at this point for them if they're even going to keep up with Ash. The question is not even if they'll beat Ash next game, it's if they don't beat themselves.
I think that's a fair way of putting it. Drum Hunter, I think, can afford to play a little more slowly. There are a few opportunities there where, you know, you take maybe half a second longer, you get a substantially better touch, and that puts your team in such a better position. Because these goals, they may look like they come off an individual mistake, but it's the accumulation of mistakes over time which leads to you getting put on defense or leads to a player being out of position in the first place. And then Green Phoenix Ash have been just great at opening those up and developing them into big goals, especially in that game number 2.
Yeah, and for Python, again, I really think for Python, they need to get a goal early here. Again, that confidence, it will ride high. And once they can get themselves in a lead that they've not been able to afford yet this series. Because this Ash team looking to do it again. That one almost in from J-Rise. And now J-Rise, that's an interesting back pass to Stingray. I guess doing anything to keep the ball position, right? It's just J-Rise running into it backwards, and it actually works very well for them here. Leone, though, for the midfield, looking for the second touch. Leone in front, and nobody's there, and he's just bumped his own teammate. As if it could get any worse for Leone. He had a net to look at. It was a tough shot, and he took away that second chance all by himself. Things just, again, it feels like things, once they start going well for this Python side, it all falls apart.
Well, things may be going well here. Shin is going to get a nice clear off to the side, and Stingray's found it, actually. I kind of expect one of the Python players in that second man position to be following up. They are starting to link up nicely, though. That's another infield pass into the box. Serene, I think, got a top here. Mezzo into the box, and for the first time in this series, RSC13 Pythons have a lead.
Yeah, that's a well worth one. Leone playing Enforcer, and really, that's what they needed. They needed everybody to bring that confidence, to bring that aggression, and here it is. Python with a 1-goal lead, and already there's a huge difference made for us.
And there's an opportunity for a second here. Stingray's quite awkward. Mezzo, if he got that 50, there was a lot of potential in that play. Leone, though, is just going to have to scramble back, try and keep this one under control. This one isn't under control, though. Shin, back up, it's off the crossbar. Mezzo cleaning up, getting that ball over to the side. That was an end-to-end play from him. We saw him trying to get that block at the front of the field, got all the way back, did make the play, which saved his team in this sequence of play. A bit awkward now, though. Leone Mezzo getting caught up. Able to get back onto it, though, is Mezzo. Jump Hunter also up. They're looking to combine in the air, but it's a dangerous thing to be doing because you leave yourself so exposed at the back, and Shin is going to thread that through the gap with the help of Stingray.
And you mentioned it's not one mistake. It's not just Leone's bad touch. It's a combination of mistakes. That double commit from Mezzo and Drum Hunter left Leone all alone, and on that position, it's not one mistake that makes it, it's multiple. And that's really what's been killing Python in this series.
From what I gathered, this isn't a composition we've seen the Pythons play together before. They are, however, off the back of the kickoff, going to be gifted another opportunity to hold on to this lead. 3 minutes and 11 of the clock, it's a long time to do it. But it's entirely possible at this point, and I think with that momentum boost.
We've seen Ash hold 1-goal leads. It's now Python's time to do it themselves. And as you said, about 3 minutes left, and who's got it? Who's got the defensive structure here? Because, again, mistakes and just the fact that they're making multiple mistakes is what's hurting Python. They've got to be able to shut that down quickly, because if they don't, things are going to get bad for them as Shin allowed to walk in. Mezzo's got the first touch. Stingray, jump over Leone, you dump him on the backfield. This one, and J-Rise, he jumped early for that. He was looking to see if he could read that play up the back wall. He realized a bit too late. He had no chance, and this will be Ash. And a reset, but Stingray shot on. Leone's getting there in time, and Python having to deal with that defense. Not easy, and another miss from Drum Hunter, but again, not multiple mistakes here, and we're seeing Python's defense hold on as Ash trying to find her through. The Screen Phoenix side want to sweep this Fiesta team, but to do so, this is going to be a real test of their skill.
Well, it's Ash now. Trying to make a play. Stingray, though, teed it up high. Mezzo getting this off the sidewall. I don't think that was the touch Jump Hunter was looking for. I think he was just looking to continue his own play there. Back on this back foot. But everyone from Green Phoenix Ash a little hesitant to push on this. Shin with 0 boost is the one to go up. J-Rise with a miss. Stingray now with an opportunity of his own. Against 2. Taps it high over the first. Leone with a weak deflection, but he's able to get it over to Drum Hunter on the backboard. We see this sequence of play continue now. Green Phoenix Ash continuing to pile under pressure, though. They're linking up really nicely, especially in this last 20 seconds or so. Stingray now going to get a 50, should get back on this. Doesn't need to. J-Rise coming in with way more speed, getting that more solid touch, and putting so much more pressure on Python. Shin now to the right-hand side of the net, and there's nothing that can be done on the RSC Esports side.
To find passes not on that back wall. That's where Python have been waiting. That's where they've been attacking, and that's where they have been linking out of defense. But for Ash, an infield pass outside that box, and nobody there to cover it from Fiesta. That's exactly how you respond, but it's a kickoff. Wait a second! It's another kickoff goal! Fiesta with a third chance to hold their lead.
This really needs some cleaning up. To be fair, that's a little unlucky. It's just Shen's kind of gone a little too far off the side of the ball. You want to be playing straight through the ball as much as you can to make sure you're getting as much power through it as possible. And when you get a weak touch on the side like that, it's anyone's guess where that ball's going to end up on that occasion. And on this occasion, it's going to end up in the back of the net. Kickoff goals galore in this one as Stingray plays around this defense. Shin getting a nice touch over Drum Hunter in the back corner there as well.
And this OPS team has been given 3 straight chances to hold a 1-goal lead, and every single time they've failed to do it. When will Green Phoenix Ash take the lead? When will Green Phoenix Ash make OPS pay for their multiple mistakes and their multiple misplays?
I think we'll see, because it seems like both these teams are back to being more level in this one. Obviously have figured out their mistakes a little more, and also, to an extent, Green Phoenix Ash have been suffering on kickoffs, and the punishes have been there. Jump Hunter with a nice pass out to Leroni, and it's an open goal near enough. Just going to place that one right in the middle. No further questions asked.
And that's exactly what I've been really happy about with Python. Sure, they haven't been able to hold their leads, but my goodness, when they don't get their lead, they're sure to get it back, and they always find ways to break through this Green Phoenix Ash team, and a lot of it just comes to passes. And that's what they need, and that's what they're looking at, and that's what they've been succeeding. It has been. Those ways the counter, but here comes Shin in for Stingray. Oh dear, Stingray. Oh, you won't want to watch that one back, because that was about as easy as it gets.
No, and they'll be ruining this if this ends up being a tie. They're in 6th place. They're not in...
Oh no.
Oh no. The 4th man, the post, coming into play, bailing out of RSC13 here. Well, we'll see if we're able to... We'll see if we're able to punish a little more effectively going forward here. Leroni getting a sideways touch, just trickles out to J-Rise though, and there's maybe 1 or 2 final opportunities here for Green Phoenix Ash to win the series out here in Game 3 and have the opportunity for that bonus game difference in Game 4.
Sweep would be a lovely thing for Green Phoenix, a team, again, that's only in the middle of the group. These are teams that are fighting to be at the top. They haven't been able to get there, and they really haven't proven it to a lot of people that they deserve to be there. And well, it's OPS, so actually you haven't been able to let the ball hit the ground. Mezzo, maybe one more touch. Ooh, J-Rise to Shin. Green Phoenix looking the other way. J-Rise on the back wall. Maybe a second. In for Shin. That was on. Leroni's got the block. Stingray. That's for J-Rise. Now here he comes. It will hit the ground low. Not enough chances for Green Phoenix. Python always one step ahead. And this series has now flipped around. This OPS team making a statement in Game 3.
And again, I think we do have to emphasize a lot of those goals came off kickoffs. They're quite easy to clean up. They can't be relying on that into the next game. But I am happy to see they are keeping up the bumps game, but it's a little more tempered, and they're keeping it even. Everyone's on the same page now on that side of Pythons. Boost usage as well, I think a little up compared to previous games. They've got a little bit more of a field to work with than they have previously. They've been going out of their way to make sure they're not handing off big pads away to this Green Phoenix side as much.
Yeah, of course, as again, I mean, what a series it's been, really. Python bringing that response, and what was really crazy is just how much they were outshot this game. 14-5. Ash had 14 shots. Python had 5, and they scored 4 of them. That is consistency. That is a really scary offense.
It is. It's just I would struggle to pinpoint a lot of those Ash shots, I think. There weren't really many that stuck out to me. They had some nice plays to get them the goals, but there wasn't really anything threatening I can think of outside of that. I don't want to say that was the case for Pythons. I feel like all the really threatening opportunities they were able to close out on. It's just I want to see a bit more venom from both sides, not just the Pythons, by way of getting threatening plays, which don't necessarily result in a goal, but are going to open up more future opportunities.
Honestly, that is a great way to state it here, as here comes, speaking of Python, here they come, trying to sting as, oh, what a beat by Shin. That's just going to be an open net for him. I mean, the Pythons heard you, they wanted to bring that venom, and they maybe brought a little too much, because, well, he eventually overcommitted, and shit, that is just a really nice play in the midfield. He's got space, and he makes it work perfectly for him. It's Ash who score first, and so far this series, whoever scores first seems to be the one that holds the lead for the rest of the game.
In that little bit, Drum Hunter's put himself in the red zone while trying to shadow defend. He's too close to, like, run and chase down a flick. He's too far away to turn and make the challenge, so he has to guess. He commits early, which I respect. There was a lot of time between Shin winning out against him. That ball, oh, hang on, Leroni. Oh, top right-hand corner blocked out by Shin. Stingray's going to play this away. Back to my previous point real quickly, though. You know, there was a lot of time, I think, for Leroni to get back there, and it's just he wasn't quite quick enough. and Drum Hunter did the best with the situation that he could. Maybe needs to play that a little further back.
See just how they do it as here comes the Pythons back to their way. I mean, we've seen just how this team works when they're down. At least last game, it lit a fire on them. Every single time Green Phoenix scored, they always found a response, and they always forced Green Phoenix to have to come back. But this is a situation that they've also to deal with, and they haven't dealt with very well. It's coming back now that they are down. Green Phoenix just going to look to hold that midfield. That's really what they're trying here. They're not trying anything fancy. They're not trying anything crazy. They'll wait to hold the midfield, see what defense Python gives them. And that's when they'll respond. A Stingray, led by Leroni. J-Rise, off the sidewall. No second touch, and it's Drum Hunter looking for the touch out. Leroni, Stingray with the block. And Shin looking to jump up for this one. And Ash keeping that ball out, but Pythons, I mean, again, as you said, it's only one chance, one shot they need until the team scores, really. Again, last game shooting 80%, and that kind of shooting actually doesn't matter how far they get back, because once they get one shot, things could be really tough for them. As here comes Drum Hunter, that one's off, Leroni to Mezzo, and J-Rise clears.
Wait, how's the boost situation? J-Rose gets a touch on that. I think that one goes in the back of the net, and we call the series there, frankly. Drum Hunter, though, going to present his teammate with another opportunity. Leroni off the corner, going to follow his own touch, but he goes flying over the top of it. So does J-Rise. And we're going to end up with a couple of 50s here. Drum Hunter gets a flip out, looking for a bump. Can't block Stingray from getting to that ball before Mezzo does, though. Huge pinch. Potentially going to be resulting in a goal for Drum Hunter here. Gets a tap of the backboard. Leroni, it's high, it's off the crossbar again. The accuracy really letting this Officer Esports side down.
Series is the fact that Stingray has moved to a more defensive role for Green Phoenix at this point. He doesn't care about scoring. This Green Phoenix Ash team just wants to play good defense, and Stingray specifically has been left back to have to deal with this. Here's a shot on, and another great block from Stingray, but how much longer can Green Phoenix hold on? Because we've seen Python again and again get these quick attacks, and I don't know how in the world Ash is going to be able to read the pace at which OPS can work at.
And that was shaping up to be a really nice play, though. It just looked like Leroni didn't have the boost to get the bump off in time there, and so... Oh, hang on. Oh, it's looking like a nice flick. Mezzo getting a lovely block and to prevent that. J-Rose, though, it's back on target. It's straight in 85 seconds now to save this series for Officer Esports Pythons.
Yeah, and they've got a tough ask here ahead of them. This is not going to be easy. This is not going to be fun either. As, man, it's just been a rough day for the Pythons. Once they get things going, it feels like it's Ash who can always turn that. Again, credit to Ash for how they've been playing, because this has been a team that's really surprised people, as J-Rise almost got that pinch. Mezzo, the block, Stingray, follow-up. Drum Hunter will keep it out, and again, Green Phoenix aren't done just yet. They want more.
And they may well need more. Leroni is just going to flip by that ball. That's an unfortunate whiff. Is maybe going to set Stingray up quite nicely. It's a huge air dribble bump. It's going to close it out. It looks lovely. It's come off the back of a mistake, which is very unfortunate for the Pythons. This may well be the series killer for them. But you've got to give credit where credit's due, right? That was a brilliant demo.
And that's what Ash are doing. They're just overwhelming Python at this point. Python have had a lot of struggles here, as they're looking for more. Again, Ash are not done. They want 4, and they'll get it. Here comes Stingray, his second actually of the game. And Ash, the wheels are off right now for Pythons. This series, and this game specifically, is now out of reach, it feels.
52 seconds, full goals. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. We predicted 3-1 for Officer at the start of the series. If anything goes right, basically, they literally just need to stall it a little like this to Green Phoenix Ash, and they'll take this series with that scoreline instead, which is a marked surprise against this new roster, which had been looking really promising, but maybe Officer maybe identifying some pain points now, which they can resolve going into some of their future series, one would hope.
Yeah, because this was a team that was not very far away rated from them. It was a team that was only 2 places ahead, and we're seeing some of those growing pains really come to show. The differences between the Sash team that is much more well built versus the Pythons, who again is a new roster, trying things out, seeing what can happen, and well, they've got a lot to work on. They've got a lot to do in the replay review room, because Green Phoenix Ash will take the series, will take it here 3-1, and for OPS Pythons, There's a lot to look at. Ash, though, what a strong performance from them.
Yeah, just brilliant stuff, I think, throughout the series, especially from Stingray, who seems to be the glue which holds this team together, able to get stuff done on his own as well. But I think being that centerpiece has made this team just pop off in this series. And the obvious of Pythons, we kind of looked around. There's no one individual that I can say, stepped the game up, tried to bring it to Green Phoenix Ash. There are a lot of team contributions. But I think in a draft league like this, where you're going to have these skill splits, there should be one player standing above the rest little in these series.
Yeah, and as you said, we didn't see that step up in Python. I thought for a moment maybe it would be Drum Hunter who could do it, but obviously in those last couple games, things fell apart for Pythons, and that will be a tough matchup for them again. It's only our first of 3 today, though, and coming up next will be another OVS team in Naja taking on the Palmists. You'll be seeing that matchup after this quick break. Oh, I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. I actually have to go like super soon. That's why I did that. I'm so sorry about that, buddy. I'm just screwing over the producer. I promise you, I'm not mad at producers. You're a great person. I'm sure I've worked with you before, Kendo.
Sure, no, that was pretty good. I'll go actually fill out the application now.
You should, man. You should. You're doing just fine. Again, thanks for joining on. Take care, guys.
does. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you
find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right, it feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. It feels right, it feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. Going with the gut, never had a doubt, felt like this is just a must. Put me in perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet, hoes wanna holler, oh no, I don't call them back. Girl, let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast. Cause I just wanna know what you gonna do with all of that. Ain't gotta say a word, I know what's up. You can have it all, watch me rip it off. I'll admit it, you got me feeling hella love. Even when it's going down, know that we gon' live it up. Young shot caller, always been a baller. Know that you the one, I can feel it in my heart. Yeah, I won't stop charging, we going come harder. I can see you and I, way beyond the stars, girl. I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right, it feels right, it feels right. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now.
at 10 Central Eastern Time, we have got rival again, Hydras versus Meiji, and I know you are the 3IC and a challenger player in Team Serene, so I think I know who you're cheering on in your cast.
Look, no spoilers. You'll see it in my prediction. But look, let's focus on the game at hand. Palmis versus Naja or Naja. I've no idea. I struggle every RS cast, but they've got the same amount of wins. They've got the same amount of games played. It is that number one spot they're fighting on, immediately placing themselves into playoffs with a bye. This is huge.
Well, I mean, immediately placing themselves into the playoffs is a huge spot, but don't forget, anything can happen in this scenario. Imagine if they draw 2-2 here. Oh, what's going to happen? They'll stay in the same spot, but looking at the stats, I casted Naja, I think it's Naja, last week, and I mean, I watched an absolutely incredible team. Tom, Bast and Maurice, they link up well, the False Dragon being there to secure that midpoint, but I've not seen a lot of palmists. Could you add anything about this franchise and about this particular team?
Well, they're not doing too well in my tier, but they seem to be doing very well in Prospect Visionary here. Buckets is their captain. I know he's a very good player. We actually did try him out. He was one of the players we wanted to get during the draft, and he got sniped away from us. And as you can see, he is a very, very good player. 80 goals to his name in only 69 games. However, Tom Bass, I saw he had 2 triple-digit stats, both in goals and saves, everywhere on the pitch. I mean, that's definitely my person to watch.
I mean, yeah, I saw it when I watched them last week. I saw the absolute decimation from them, and I mean, he is the one to watch this series. But Pegasus, it's that time, the damn time where you could ruin your leaderboard predictions. Who do you think is going to win this series?
Well, Naja are on 2 draws in a row at the moment. I was thinking maybe I'll back them for a third, but that is so boring. You will never see me predict a draw unless it's 1st versus 10th, and I'm trying to back 10th a little bit. It's 3-1. I'm going for Palmis, the current 1st place. The run of form for Naja is going to continue going down and down and down.
Do you know what? I respect that a lot, but you talked about being boring, and I'm going to be boring. It's 2-2. They're going to stay drawn, but I think if there's enough goals from either side, it could shake up the goal difference heading into the last couple weeks. But I'm boring, and I like the idea of a draw, so come on the draw.
Yeah, I mean, short term, that is extremely boring, and I can't say that I'm not disappointed in you, but it adds that extra bit of excitement for weeks 8 and 9 as we approach the end of the season and play-ins and playoffs. So hopefully we can get ourselves straight into this game. Naja versus Palmis, 1st versus 2nd, an upper bracket bye on the cards. Who will perform?
I mean, that is the question everybody is asking you and me at the desk. 3, 2, 1, taking it away now for the start. Pretty even start to end us off. A nice kickoff leading to no man's land play. Maurice on the ball, such an open level of field. Nice flick coming out and it's already saved away. Such an early start to the pressure. Such a nice way to begin this quarrel between the top 2. And I am ready to see how this goes down as Maurice gets the clear now. 2 people. False Dragon for a nice shot onto the corner top left. Getting saved away nicely. Pegasus, we're already seeing such high levels of action. Could this potentially be a shutout game?
I'm not sure about that. If Lucky's got anything to say about it, and Chomps on the other side of the pitch. Both sides forced to make saves within the 1st minute. Lucky absolutely carrying it for Palmis. Maybe an instilled attempt from False Dragon. Shut down by 2 players. However, that might be a bit of an overcommit if there is enough pressure coming from the other side. Naja, they were slowed down that little bit. They've been given some time for Palmis to regroup, and the action is just never ending so far.
Shot going off the goal line. Tom Bast on a pass from False Dragon does not see it going in. But that's a risky clear off the line, and there's nobody else to save it. That is False Dragon left in a 1v2 and can't get the goal. 1-0, and Bucket starts off well.
And you said this could be a shutout for Naja, but this is the reason why, not the counterattacks. They're just too strong, they're just too fast, they're just too accurate. Palmas 1-0 up, only 2 shots, but a 50% conversion you're not going to complain with.
Well, I mean, you're not going to complain at all, but as it stands right now, we've got back action here. False Dragon and Maurice trying to link up, not coming well, but it's now Lucci going for the ball, not having it well. Tom Bass with the save. Pressure is flipped, but that shot goes to no man's land in the middle. It's False Dragon going for a double, but can't quite read it. Buckets now on the counter, going for the bump, but Tom can't quite make it now as that ball goes in the corner. Now ball coming through, clearing away now. Lucci trying to get it through. False Dragon with a read, not quite getting the read here. This cohesiveness from Palmas is what you'd love to see from first, and it's what you want to see. Is it's a nice clear away, and you know what? This game is going so well, and it's a no man's land. It could have been a goal, but it goes off the post. The fourth man is there.
And Tom Bast, if there was anyone who was going to get that goal, it was him for Naja. Everyone else had their attempt at goal, but all he needed was one to throw it into the back of the net there at an equal scoring. And I think this is everything a first versus second match asked for.
Definitely. First versus second calls for that action, and it calls for the way of play. Yeah, you have to be good. You can't be an average prospect team. You have to go above and beyond when you're first versus second here, and we are seeing that right now. Just over half the game remains here, and Maurice overextends themselves just a little bit too much here, so they are now on the awkward rotate back, but Chomps now, lovely clear. Lucci there, not much boost to name, and that ball could just be in, but no. Buckets is there. Tom Bass with a second, but it's now Maurice for a nice angle off the back wall. That's False Dragon there. False Dragon! What a shot and what a goal, and that's in the top bins. Wow.
And it felt like this was something they were missing before, that third man getting ready to become a second, and to just take apart this defense. There we go, they finally get their lead. They've had most of the attacking presence so far this match, and finally they are being rewarded. They're making the most of it, and straight after the kickoff, they almost got the third. It's a great save by Chomps, who's done well now to keep the ball close, trying to go for that infield pass. That would have been huge from Buckets if he got the touch, was unable to, and it's False Dragon again, constantly trying to keep it into that other half. I think Palmas have struggled in recent times to get it out of there. And Chomps, once again, forced to make a save. It isn't completely out of danger. Bucket's trying to take that job. However, now they finally got it into the other side. Maybe we can see an equaliser. Bucket's trying to make it happen, and it's a great clear.
Great clear indeed, Pegasus, but we see Tom Bass on the solo play. Buckets having to overextend, drive in, jump in, get a little bit more cohesiveness. These rotates are key, and we are seeing Naja pull them off well right now. 90 seconds on the clock, and it's Tom Bass to keep that ball up into the side of Palmas here. We are seeing first place be pressurised so heavily, but that's Buckets. What a shot, what a redirect. Can't quite get it though, and that's Chomps again with another cut shot. Can't get it, but now the pressure's flipped, and it's an open net. Where's the defense? Got a False Dragon. You've gone too quickly. Need I say anything more? The prospect here, it does have flaws, and we've just seen one. We've seen the panic. We've seen the want and desperation for a third goal. That's what happens when you don't give yourself time nor space on the ball. Pegasus, we're seeing such an intense game right now. For this tier, it's, this level of gameplay is so... It's very high for this tier.
Yes, it is! Chomps gets the equaliser. I'm so sorry to interrupt you, but just out of nowhere, Buckets has taken advantage of the opportunity. The 3v1, making a 3v0, and surely you can't miss. Oh my word. This first versus second match, it doesn't matter its prospects, it is delivering. It felt like that goal deserved to come so much earlier, but they had defended so well. Finally, they found a way just to get rid of them, and a little bit of revenge from the False Dragon as they want to earn back their lead, which they just lost. But Palmas, foot on the accelerator, momentum in their favour. Can they get this comeback?
Can they get this comeback now? The buzzer's ticking down. 10 seconds on the clock. Do or die. Nothing to lose. You need a goal. You need it now. But it's Buckets off the crossbar. We're in regulation time. False Dragon can't keep it up. We have overtime.
And it was everything that this match felt like it deserved. An overtime, next goal wins, next mistake wins. I do 50-50 straight after. Tom Bass says no, I waste no time. Get me into game 2 with a game advantage.
What a game. Tom Bass with a low 50 there just to put it in the net. Very good game. Everybody knows that this goal puts their momentum forward in the McQueen car. And, I mean, what a game. Looking at the two teams right here. Tom Bass, 2 goals to 3 saves, 5 shots. Having 11 shots on the side of Naja and having 8 shots on the side of Palmas. We've seen who's more dominant. We've seen who's had it out more. And I think this is going to show to be a dirty, dirty game. Everyone is going to start getting down and dirty in the opposing third. And that's going to be the difference here. Demos and bumps, I think, Pegasus, is what's going to send this game further.
Absolutely. And Tom Bass in the overtime as quick as lightning. Ends it fast, gets himself into game 2, builds up a bit of that confidence, which you think you'd lose being the team that has, suffered from the equaliser that brought it to overtime. But no, he's put his team back together. I don't know if he is the captain. I know that Buckets is the one for the other side. They're going to have to be rallying their team back together for game 2 because it's not over yet. I think your draw prediction seems pretty realistic at the moment and not as boring as it originally did seem because this is such an exciting matchup.
I would like to say that Zombie Killer is the captain and the sub of the roster, I think, but not playing right now. But heading into game 2 now, Forbidden Temple, a lovely map to be here with you, Pegasus. But now that buzzer started, the kickoff's going. Chomps is on that ball. Chomps going for a low baller there, trying to get it through 2, can't quite. But it's Buckets now to drive that ball forward. Lucci with a lovely shot that gets saved off very nicely by False Dragon. These half clears are going to start to prove to cause more trouble if they can't get out of their half, if they can't get their rotates. Now or never, you need to get these rotations, you need to get it out, and you want to get the early momentum. That's a lovely 50 from Chompies as we see 1-0 in 27 seconds.
Now that's just confident, isn't it? He's remembered that he's in 3v3. He's got his teammate behind him. Just rush at the ball and sometimes magic can happen. And magic did happen. Palmas are 1-0 up now. That lead is going to, I think, prove hard to keep, especially with how Naja have been playing at the moment. But they're forcing the back foot again. It's another infield pass, well dealt with by Tom Bass, our player to watch, I'd like to say. A 50-50. Right in front of net. Not too much action happening at the moment. It's calm, it's collected. Both teams just trying to build something. Whether it's slow, whether it's fast, it doesn't matter. That opening, it has to come eventually.
I agree, that opening does have to come, but we're seeing pressure mounting here for the side of Naja. They need to get out, they need to get some boost, they need to regain stability, they need to regain their cohesiveness to form passes to get it up. But right now, we're seeing Tom Bass. Whoa, Tom Bass, a bit of a weird pinch there, but it's quite worked well as False Dragon now on the ball. Low balling of 50, and that goes in! Top left! Just couldn't clear it off the line there. Wow, that flip there, I thought it was over for the play, but False Dragon just has what it takes, and Lucci just can't get it out. And we see an equaliser, and False Dragon is the one to get the goal.
And you just cannot complain. It was so hard for Lucci to even attempt that save. Fair play for them even getting a touch. It was straight into the top left. And like I said before, it was just waiting for that one opportunity to come. And they've done a great opportunity. They've done a great job even of taking it. 3 minutes left to go. Plenty more goals may be ready to happen, especially if we're seeing infield passes like this. It's cleared well though. Maurice, will we see another play off the wall lead to a goal from Naja? Not this time. It's just so back and forth. Whenever you think one team has all the pressure, it immediately switches.
And I think that's the charm of these teams. And Tom Bass now looking to potentially get a double. Can't quite get it. That's Maurice. Maurice off the post. And that's now False Dragon. What you could say is a boom. What a goal. A nice way to open that scoreline and to gap it a little bit more. False Dragon and Maurice, they're linking up quite well there. Although Maurice wanted a goal, that he gets a nice assist. And it's now going to be in Naja's favour.
Yeah, hunted for gold and got platinum. He's given his teammate their second goal of the game as they go for the third. Hold on, solo playing in the air. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is Prospect. Oh, we almost saw something very spicy there to give himself a hat-trick, but you can't have everything. Maybe that highlight reel still waiting to happen. He's cooking it up. He's so fast in the air, the False Dragon, and he's been given maybe a bit too much space for it, and space given there, and Tom Bass is the one to capitalise.
Tom Bass now, wow. Now I can't tell, False Dragon might have faked Lucci out of here.
Yeah.
In my eyes, you just need to go for the ball. Don't worry about that 50, you need to drive onto that ball. Even though you might lose it, you've got teammates there to back you up. And that's what happens if you don't. And now we're starting to look a little bit dangerous here for the side of Palmists. They're down again. And they need to find something, and they need to find it soon, because this time is ticking. And that's False Dragon. You know, False Dragon's going for flip resets, and I'm thinking, wow, Prospect is advancing in their mechanics. The last time I saw this was all the way back in Season 10 with John and Jen, a long time ago. And, I mean, right now, focusing on what's at hand, we're seeing some dangerous plays here as that ball nearly trickles in the net, but doesn't quite do so. And Pegasus, one thing I'm saying is, these oh wow, what a bomb. Okay, now I'm not even going to say anything else from what I was going to say, because it's not needed. Because Palmists, they're losing their grip, and I'm starting to get worried for both of our predictions here.
Yeah, Naja, they've really taken this game by the horns. Palmists, early in the match, they looked like they had some opportunities, but nothing as dangerous as what Naja have had. And False Dragon there had an opportunity to hit it off the back wall. Knows his teammate is behind him. I don't know if that was calculated or not, but either way, this team is just so connected. And now they're 4 goals ahead with a minute and a half left. Can we put this to bed?
This is a team that you know that have been together all season and have had minimal changes to their roster and the FAs they use, because they're linked up, they're synchronized, they scrim together out of RSC time, you just know it. They're probably competing in Rocket Sundays together, who knows? And I mean, it shows it because they are playing extraordinarily well as a team. They know where each other are, their comms are clear, they don't tilt, they don't get nervous, they don't get stressed. It goes so well. And now we are seeing just an absolute demolition. A Prospect team that are just completely desecrating the competition right now, that are about to potentially go first. And that touches on the backboard now. Tom Bass, nice little touch there.
Whoa.
Makes buckets out there. Not sure if that was meant, but that's a demo and that's another goal. And we're now 6-1. And Lucci looked to be AFK there. And I mean, this game is slowly starting to look more and more over as Lucci was AFK there. Lucci has lost connection. And I mean, after the game, that allows a timeout and a sub change, obviously, but nobody can join the game mid-game, so they are stuck in a 3v2 now. There's not much more I can say.
Yeah, it's unlucky. I mean, the game was already over, so you know, I want to bring up what I'm seeing in chat right now. I believe the GM is watching this match for Accuser, and well, leading into playoffs and play-ins, I bet he's feeling quite confident at the moment.
I mean, yeah, definitely. But then there's also, Hunter Sam, the GM of Palmist, coming in to talk about Tom, and that's a good thing to note. Tom had a top 3 playoff spot in Chally, and it has dropped down to Prospect. So that could tell you something about how it works. And welcome everybody from SSA to the stream. We are RSC EU, and we are obviously just like you, but the EU variant. And looking at this game is certainly looking over now. Ball's dropped. Naja takes game 2, and I mean, it's certainly looking good for them right now. Pegasus, what can Palmists do different?
Well, first of all, they've got to fix Lucky's or Lucky's internet as fast as they can, get him back on the pitch, because when he's been there, they've done a great job both defensively and a bit in that offense, but I think the offense is really where we've got to be looking towards now. In the second half of that match, I don't really feel like I was seeing anything from them. They looked a bit more panicked. They looked like maybe they gave up a bit too quickly, but like I said before, RSC SSA, I think you came for the right game tonight. This is first versus second place, and so far I think it has been delivering. We've had a bit of everything in these first 2 games.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm not quite sure what the go here is for Parmis and the Parmis side. I think there is a tech timeout allowed here of a max of 5 minutes due to the current situation of a player losing connection. I would just let them know that they have 5 minutes starting now. But Pegasus, one thing we should probably mention, just how these past 2 games have gone. It certainly seems that once Naja had their first win, they sort of ramped up their pressure a bit, and they're playing very well now.
Well, Naja have a streak they're trying to end at the moment. They're currently on 2 draws in a row. It was, a big talking point for me before this series started, and it was actually the reason that I didn't predict them. Well, now my prediction is over. I predicted 3-1 Palmis, and Naja are looking to turn over some form. And I say turn over some form. If you look at their form arrows, it's all greens and, only 2 yellows from the past 2 performances. It's really nothing to scoff at, but compared to Parmis, who have won their last 5, you'd think that would give them that little bit of edge, but not this time. They've just looked ridiculous. Their infield passes have been there, the follow-ups have been there, even a little bit of individual mechanical play here in Prospect has been there. This team just seem to have it all, and I don't see them slowing down. It's gonna take a lot from Parmis to get themselves back into this series and hopefully scrape themselves a draw and give Naja their 3rd.
Can I just point out something? I'm looking at the stats database right now. Prospect's stats database, the league play leaderboards right now. Top scorers, 3rd place, Tom Bass, 7th place, False Dragon. Most saves, 2nd place, Tom Bast. Most demos, False Dragon at number 1. Most assists at number 4 is False Dragon. And then most wins, you've got Tom Bast and False Dragon making an appearance in the top 10. That says something. Looking into pre-season as well, I bet I'll see the same story. Tom Bast at number 1 in top scorers. I don't even need to say anymore. They are since pre-season, they have been a complete decimation and a complete desecration of a team. They have been playing extremely well, and it shows. I mean, what more could you ask for? No wonder they're 2nd place, and I think certainly right now we are seeing a number 1 team in the tier.
Yeah, before this match started, they were actually on equal game wins, and it was all up to this match to prove if you were the better team. You weren't relying on performances against other teams anymore. And Naja right now clearly looking like the favourites for that. And Maisie, I want to give you a little challenge, something I've been struggling a lot in RScast. Can you try and pronounce the org name for the team going to
Ophusia. Ophusia.
Oh,
Ophusia.
I don't think the GM's going to be very happy about that.
I have been absolutely riveted by the GM to get me to say it right. I'll tell you. Pinged in RSC, told him the Twitch chat was not good. I mean, I think it's Ophusia.
No, there's no I. There's no I. I've been told this so many times. I think it is a fuser, but I can't pronounce it correct either. They make it so difficult for us. But
Ophusia. I can't. I'll keep on saying it my way, guys. But can I just go back to something right now? I'm looking at the power rating for stats right now.
Oh, go on.
2nd place in Prospect is Tom Bast, and 3rd place in Prospect is Chompy. And I'm seeing a little bit of a rivalry between the 2 players right now, because they go toe to toe on everything. And I mean, I'm being bullied by the Twitch chat now. Demo and Leroni, please. We try our best here to pronounce it right. And if I'm thinking correctly, I think their 5 minutes is up. I haven't had a time. They've got 1 minute. The magic man in my ear, Kendo, has told me. Thank you, Kendo. But yeah, it's very interesting to look at, to see these two players going head to toe in everything right now. Everything they're in the top 3 of nearly. So I mean, I'm very excited to see where the season takes these two teams respectively. But I mean, no matter what, I'm just looking as well. I'm gonna keep on being the stats girl today.
Yo.
If they secure a 3-1, if Naja secure a 3-1 with 11 goals or more against Armists, they will be number 1 in the total of prospect, and a 4-0 will take them to number 1 over the other tier as well. Over Glacies. I think this is Ignis. No, yeah, this is Glacies.
No,
this is Glacies.
Obscurity and Ignis are watching.
Yeah,
Obscurity and Ignis with their 41 current game wins.
Okay, we're being told that he's joining the lobby, but I mean, I'm not sure yet. We're just waiting on him to join, but if not, we will have to start in a 3v2, I believe. I don't know what the rules are on it, personally. Oh, it's just...
There we go.
Oh, he's there.
He's in.
Okay.
There we go. We're back to this matchup. I've been so excited to watch this. We're finally back. Ladies and gentlemen, game 3. Parmis fighting to get a draw now as Naja already securing themselves the 2 wins. Anything can happen. Lucci is back. He cannot currently hear his teammates, but after 7 weeks, let's hope they've got that chemistry.
I mean, looking at how they've played so far, I don't think they have, because they are being shut out by Naja so far, but maybe this break is what the team needed. But that's a very, very ballsy pre-jump, and we see a goal. We see a goal. This Tom Bast. 1-0, 17 seconds, and I'm not surprised.
And that was one of the players you listed when talking about the statistics. It's Tom Bast, always in the right position at the right time. He's just got an open net in front of him. All he has to do is tuck it away, and of course he does. Not even in prospect are you missing that. All credits to him for even being in the right place for restart. Trying to make it 2 really quickly after the first. Tom Bast. Not the best clearance. Buckets is able to get a touch. And Equalizer looking on the cards with that infield pass. 2 plays there. Chomps is credited. And there you go. Very quick Equalizer. I think we're seeing a bit of the issues of not having communications between Lucky and the rest of the team. But it doesn't matter. They've worked around it and they're on an even game.
Indeed, they are on an even game right now. This game, we are starting to have a game on our hands. A long clear away now sees False Dragon with a pretty easy shot, but can't quite pull it off. Bucket's there to get the save. Tom Bass now with a nice little doink to the middle. Maurice trying to read Lucci's play, but can't quite as the demo goes out now. False Dragon giving a little bit too much respect to his opponents, I think, as the ball goes out. Nice flick away from Chomps as that ball gets clear right away. And right now, we're trying to see if... Well, I mean, right now, we've got one player who don't have audio in the side of Parmis, and we've got Naja, the team that are chemistryed up, you could say, right now. As I mean, this is looking very interesting, and that's a save from False Dragon. And with 3 minutes 40 on the clock this game, we are in a deadlock.
Very interesting. But we've seen a backflip from Trumps there, which gave Naja the opportunity to take the lead. False Dragon gets a demo, tries to hunt for the second. Tom Bass with some space. He's gonna use it. Oh my word. False Dragon gets everyone distracted, opens up that space a little bit, and all it requires is a little bit of individuality from Tom Bass. Once again, am I ever gonna stop saying his name? I don't think I will, Maisie. He's just too good, and it's the sole reason that Naja lead right now.
Yeah, it's the sole reason that, I mean, Tom Bass. That's all I keep on saying. And I mean, quite rightly so, as I mean, it's deserved. Playing a game of his life right now. It's the second time on stream of the week, and to be quite frank, I think we're all getting a little bit. We're all a bit excited for what playoffs has to hold for us now. And Maurice, pretty free shot, but a little bit awkward. But now it's Tom Bass. Tom Bass, the chunky boy. You are a chunky boy, and you have sent the scoreline 3-1 with a hat-trick.
And buckets and chomps weren't enough to stop it. Is anyone enough to stop him? Certainly no one of this team, because they've allowed him a hat-trick within 2 minutes and 5 seconds. That's just ridiculous, isn't it? Especially when you're facing first place.
I mean, facing first place, blah, 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 blah.
Well, they are
Facing
now.
first place, as it stands, facing first place is never easy. And right now, Parmis are trying their hardest here to clutch back at anything. We're about to see another goal, and this gets saved away. Again, it gets saved away. Oh my God, it's 3 saves in a row. Whoa, are we going to see a fourth? Oh my word! No way! Oh, this is prospect. I was waiting for it. Oh my word, and it's in. Oh my God.
Maisie, you said we were going to see a goal there. You thought Parmis were going to make it 2 for themselves. Maybe give themselves some hope at coming back. It was some incredible defense followed by an absolute disaster class. Oh, it's a swift counter for Naja. That is heartbreaking.
Fail of the week.
Oh, no.
35 seconds. Send it in. Pegasus will see you on RS Cast on Monday, guys. And it's pretty unfortunate that has been the case, because Parmis, they could have been really easily back in the game here. But they are not in the game. But now we're looking to see what could be done for them. And that's a backflip. And oh my word. Buckets, no. Oh no. Oh. Chompy's clearing it away, but it's still in danger. And it's Tom Bast and Lucci with a save. Still, I don't think they have audio still. I don't know. But it's working well, as that's a nice save, and Tom Bast doesn't really need to worry, as there's no real pressure on. That's a lovely pinch, gets sent away. But it's Volkswagen here. Will Volkswagen go up? Only 16 though, so not gonna. But it's now going up. Lucci gonna have to scrap away for it, and that's a pinch from Tom Bast to the middle. But that's Lucci again. I've said that word 5 times in the past second, I feel. But it's for a good reason, and that's now Tom Bast to be clenching away. Doesn't get it, and there's 1 minute on the clock.
Oh, and the action continues. Sadly, it all seems in the favour of Naja right now, unless Parmis wants to quickly shut me up with an opportunity. But oh no, it looks like Buckets is the only one back, and Full Dragon's in the air. He's so good in the air. Oh, it's just unstoppable. How do you slow down this Naja train? They're just crashing into the Parmis defense constantly.
I mean, this is a landslide. We saw a 6-1 last game. We're seeing a 5-1. And I mean, like I said, I think we're about to see top of prospect here now. I mean, that is plus 12 goals in... That's plus 10 goals in 2 games now. So... And Maurice?
Well, that was interesting. Another fail of the week. I don't think it was as bad as the last one, so I think they're saved a little bit, but definitely a questionable one to watch here.
I think that is prospect summed up for you, viewers. There is still mistakes, even though the gameplay we've seen is definitely not what I expect for prospect. And now, False Dragon, don't do it to them. False Dragon to Maurice. Maurice with a pre-jump. Oh my word. Oh, and that ball gets cleared away, and False Dragon tries to do it. False Dragon puts it down. What a double touch. Wow. And the ball drops, and we are now going to game 4. Will we see a clean sweep?
Well, it's looking very possible. Naja don't really look like they're slowing down, but there's one thing we must not forget right now, Maisie. Lucci will be rejoining the VC. Oh my word, this is huge for Visionary Palmists. This gives them the opportunity to scrape back a game and stay within 2 game wins of this Naja side, who, if they win one more, put themselves an entire series ahead. And let me tell you, as someone who's doing it in Challenger, it's a very comfortable position.
Well, I mean, being comfortable in your spot of being first, and being first in the whole tier, I mean, that would give you a very good look, and it will give you a very good offset for playoffs here. And I mean, it's going well. Like, I mean, Lucci's still having issues with their keyboard now.
Oh no.
certainly.
Certainly interesting. Hopefully, if they do, take this all home in the end, they secure prospect. They can put a little bit of that prize money towards some better technology because
Let's go nil-nil.
there's been a couple of issues. But game 4 now. Hopefully, it won't affect their gameplay this time. And maybe a 3-1 could be straight. Maybe my score prediction could at least be correct, albeit for the wrong team. Well, we'll have to find out. We're straight in. Palmist instantly showing themselves with an early attack. Naja did well to soak it up pretty quickly. And now they're creating something of their own. Chomps is forced to put it on the crossbar here. And Buckets, huge 50. It's going to be a race of that ball. False Dragon. So fast entire series. And I must say, Prospect is looking a lot faster nowadays than it used to be.
Yeah, definitely. I remember when I first joined back in Season 6, Prospect had only just really been introduced, and I tell you what, B-Shake was running the tier. Still didn't win, however. But, kids! My word! What are you doing? Oh my god! What a clanger! 120 kph into top bins!
Well, we don't need B-Shake. There's someone else getting ready to take over the tier. It's Buckets. What a strike. What great positioning. And credit to the pass as well from Chomps. Palmist now trying to fight back in this final game. They haven't given up. They know they can't get the series win, but they can at least get themselves one game win, quell the bleeding, stop themselves from receiving a sweep, and this is already their second series lost this season! No, Maurice, you've been so good this entire series. Is this the time that Naja finally get beat?
No. Nuh-uh. I don't think so.
Okay.
Because we've seen a 1-0 lead from the side of Palmists twice now, and we've seen them throw it away. And I won't be surprised if they get it again. And I mean, all they need to do is keep it down just a tiny bit and it goes well. But right now we're seeing an absolute desecration, but it's Maurice to be the one to get the save now. False Dragon leading that ball astray, leading that ball to no man's land. Tom Bast being there, and it just gets cleared away, well, half cleared away, because Maurice trying to make up for that lapse in a goal in that moment there. And False Dragon with a bit of a miss there leaves Chomps to get a free clear away. And now Tom Bast being there to swipe the ball away. Ball cleared off. Nice clear off the back wall. Another half clear, but it's Tom Bast again to be the one to get a lovely save. And now False Dragon driving the ball forward. And this, oh my god, he's hit the post again! Maurice in the last 3 shots has hit the bar, the post and the post. That is worrying. That's not what you want. But I can't blame him because I know he's a defence merchant and I know what it takes. I don't know how hard the opens are. Oh! Wow.
An opportunity's coming everywhere, but not quick clearances. Maurice again, and what a redirect from Buckets! Matey, I'm sick of your boring predictions. This team are on a comeback.
Wowie.
What a goal from Buckets. Oh my word. Chomps credited with the assist. I think it should go to Maurice, as harsh as it is to say. But all credit to that strike, showing him how it's done. What a connection, and what a strike!
Both of these teams, they are going guns blazing. They have nothing to be afraid of here. They know, well, one team knows that they're first now. One team's just trying to get a claw back into this series and into this game. And I see it happening well. Just now, Buckets down to the middle. Tom Bast and Lucci getting a 50, but it's now False Dragon to turn. Chomps overcommitting and diving, and that's a goal. And there's the start of the end. The start of the end, I'll say it now! The start of the end of Palmists here. I've been too abrasive with Palmists since the start. I gave them a 2-2 and they didn't show up. So now I believe it's a 4-0 for Naja, but I could be proven wrong here. With 2 minutes now, it's anything to play for.
And they left Maurice in defense, let Tom Bass and False Dragon do all the work. We saw Tom Bass going for the bump, opened up the space. It was great individual play in the corner, but it isn't over yet. The scoreline is equal. It's a bump on the goal line. And is this the beginning of the end? Maybe not for Naja, Maisie. I think it's for not for Palmas even, Maisie. I think it's for Naja because they're bumping each other on the goal line. It's Maurice, and I think that was Tom Bass, a gutting way to concede, but you know, a bit of game 4 madness. It's always my favourite one to watch.
I mean, Tom Bass there, lovely swipe away, and I think he forgot what team he was on a little bit. So I mean, can't really complain. Well, can really complain at the own goal, but I don't know. They're having a bit of fun, I think, now, because they're not playing the same they were last game. I feel they certainly know they've won this series, and I think that's all they care about. But it's now Maurice. That's the Tom Bass to Maurice. Doesn't come to play, and False Dragon a little bit too far forward, and I think it's starting to look bleak now. They need a goal. Well, they need it now. But Palmists, hats off to their performance this game. They're playing very, very well. And this is what they probably wanted the entire series, but couldn't quite produce because of the unfortunate issues that they had in Game 2 and Game 3.
Yeah, I think if it wasn't for those errors, we could have seen your prediction come to life.
Ow.
Chomps would like to try and get the 4 for his team. I'd like to point out Buckets. He's got a hat trick, another redirect attempt! Oh my word, False Dragon has shown so much promise in the air so far this series. I think he's deserved the goal like that, but it just hasn't come, and as 15 seconds is left on the clock, I don't think he'll get much opportunity to do so. It's in the Naja half again, Palmis trying to get another, trying to carry on the punishment, but Tom Bass now puts in the middle. False Dragon is there. It's a great infield pass, but Bucket, our hat-trick hero, gets a save in the final seconds to keep that goal difference looking tasty. Palmists get a game back.
Keep it looking tasty indeed here, but we see Palmers take a game. Naja 3-1 in the series. Commendations to both teams now. Very well played from them both. Very unfortunate how Game 2 and 3 went for Palmists. They lost their heads a bit. They lost their grip. But well done to how Naja performed. I've seen them play on stream twice now, and both times have been very dominant for them. Looking at the post-series stats now, however, the difference here, 15-8 goals, 38-30 shots, 14-17 saves. It went very well in Naja's favour for most parts of the gameplay. And I mean, Pegasus, you can tell the domination was in Naja's favour there. 22,000 boost, 56 field domination, 54% ball possession. That is crazy. But the MVP, Tom Bast. Oh, who would have guessed? Not me, that's for sure. Tom Bast fielding 14 shots and 8 goals. That is a wild conversion rate. That is, I'm going to say 58%. I'm not sure. My maths isn't
roughly.
right now. Big Brain Maisie coming out once again. And I mean, what a series. Because, I mean, Tom Bass played well. The False Dragon played amazing. Maurice had a few skew whiffies and a few post and crossbars, but hats off to the team. And neither of us got our prediction right. Well, you got the numbers right in the wrong order.
Look, I'll take that, and a 2.0 goals per game from Tom Bass, by the way. That is ridiculous. And Lacey, did we really just cast Prospect? I feel like the quality of play was actually pretty impressive. It was fast. Of course, there were a couple of mistakes, but I'm in Challenger, I'm in the tier above. We have lots of moments like that as well. I feel like there are some players there that will get promoted next season that are ones to watch, especially for GMs looking for a cheap option.
Well, I mean, next season will be interesting indeed. I think it'll be very, very interesting with some of the things that I know. But we will be back. Well, I won't be back, but I believe Pegasus will be back in about 15 minutes to cast what Meiji versus Hydras, a rival game that's very well anticipated. We will see head admin Archeon play on stream, I hope. I think that'll be an interesting match. I think that'll be an interesting series. But I'm Maisie. Thank you all. See you in 15 minutes and have a great night.
something I've done so many times. Trying to keep my head high while everybody's dancing. 'Cause I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. Since you took hold of my broken heart, just like a miracle. You're the angel, the one I've been waiting for. You're the angel, the one that pulled me out of the dark. You're the angel. You're the angel. Letting go of the past, I can never understand. So many questions, why? Well, everybody's dancing. 'Cause I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. Since you took hold of my broken heart, just like a miracle. You're the angel, the one I've been waiting for, waiting for. You're the angel, the one that pulled me out of the dark. Oh, oh, I've been waiting for, waiting for. Oh, oh, the one that pulled me out of the dark. You're the angel. You're the angel.
And I lost myself again. You hit it just like a drug. This time I won't let you in. You're playing with fire. No, I didn't I'm the prey. But this time I won't collide like I did yesterday. Yesterday, you broke my heart once again. I won't buy the dust in return. I can't give in, I can't give in. I won't give in this time. You broke my heart once again. Well, you're bad, but you're bad it for me. I can't give in, I can't give in. I've already run with the wolves. Far from the light of the day. I can't go back to you. I'm stronger than that. Been to the dark side, I don't know. So if you wanna shoot far away, I won't go back to you. I'm stronger, I'm stronger, I'm stronger today. I'm stronger today. Tú tienes la pócima para enloquecerme, pero voy a draw the line. Que yo ya sé que es de ti. I got to stay away, got to stay away. Sé que como un trofeo quieres tenerme, pero I don't need no one. Que yo ya sé que es de ti. I got to stay away, got to stay away. No, 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 baby, no, 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 no setbacks. No, 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 baby, no, 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 this time. You broke my heart once again. I won't buy the dust in return. I can't give in, I can't give in. I won't give in this time. You broke my heart once again. Well, you're bad, but you're bad it for me. I can't give in, I can't give in. I've already run with
I never thought I'd feel like this. I never thought I'd feel like this. Feel like, feel like this. Feel like, I never thought I'd feel like this. Feel like, feel like this. Feel like, I never thought I'd feel like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the RSC EU stream. It's week 7, the final series until we get to the penultimate week. And we've got ourselves quite a matchup. We saw what Prospect had to offer. Now let's get into rival. Sadly, Maisie has been chucked out of the casting booth forcefully, and we have replaced her with the lovely Murray Sky. Murray Sky, how are you doing?
Wasn't forcefully, you know, she went willingly. There was no sort of violence involved, so that's all good. I just want to put it out there right now. But it's good to be in the booth nonetheless with you again, Pegasus. It seems like at the moment we are just sort of rounding off the week, and hopefully it's going to be just as epic this week as it was last week.
Yeah, well, obviously I'm not complaining to be casting with you. I love every caster. I love, well, especially one of the teams we are going to be casting today. It's Team Serene Meiji versus Alpha Surge Hydras, and I think a lot of people already know which team I'm more in favour of.
Yeah, there's going to be absolutely no caster bias in this one, is there, Big Assist? But, you know, I'm kind of sort of with you on this one, but at the same time, you know, this one is looking to be an absolute belter of a game. I mean, these two teams are kind of vying it out towards the top of the table, and like you said, this is coming into sort of the you know, the action phase of league play where every win counts, and I'm pretty sure, you know, both these teams are going to be wanting to get at least one win on the board, if not the entire series under their belts, and it was sort of, you know, it's going to be a great one. I mean, for me, the massive standout point of here, I want to point out, Meiji, 176 demos to 97. If that doesn't show they're going to go in this one's guns blazing with the aggression, I don't know what does. But I love a demo, and I love a team that loves demos.
Yeah, of course. I think last time we casted, you were saying the same thing, but you love a bit of physicality on the pitch. Hopefully, we see that come to play. And, well, a 4-game win difference between them at the moment in the favour of Meiji. If it was any other time in the season, I'd say that isn't too much. But at the moment, like we said, 2 weeks left, 5 series remaining, including this one. Alpha Surge will have to get as much out of this as they possibly can, which I think leads us right into predictions. Murray, would you like to start us off?
Last week for the underdog, and it got on me. I mean, predict or I'm having slight internet issues, so I hope you, but
I'll take it away. I'll take it away for a bit whilst Murray Sky waits to come back. I mean, if we're looking at these player stats, look at the defensive performances from some of these players. Mentu, Nish, Luke Foss, and Ark, all with triple-digit save stats, which, you know, is obviously more common later in the season, but it doesn't get any less impressive. And we were talking about predictions. Everyone knows that I'm going to vote for Team Serene. I'm third in command for them. I play for them in the Challenger tier. So am I going to go for 4-0 like I always do? No, because Archeon predicted my team 8th in preseason. So I'll get my revenge by taking one of the wins off them. I'm going 3-1 Meiji. Hydras will take one back, and I think I'm alone for now. We're in a solo cast, but I'm completely fine with that. I think we can get ourselves swiftly into the game as we wait for Murray Sky to fix his internet and return. We'll give the players the go. We'll jump right into it. Sadly, we didn't get a chance to hear his prediction. He was talking about how previously he liked to go for the underdogs, which in this case, I think are Hydras. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, all 6 players are on the pitch, awaiting for that little bit of time to pass to realise that, no, Murray Sky is not going to be entering the spectator cam. And we have kickoff immediately in the favour of Meiji. Hydra is looking to do some work in the corner, immediately in the midfield. And look at this, the pressure not slowing down yet. It's a quick start here from the Team Serene side. Luke Foss, the captain, missed early in the series, not exactly leading by example right there, but look, it's all a warm-up. Even these extremely good rival players need some time to get themselves into the series. Luke Foss with a save. Counter-attack chance here from Jamazo, unable to get the double tap. That would have been a lovely way to open up the series, but Hydras still seemingly a bit stuck in their half. Luke Foss capitalizes over the miss, and Jamazo opens up the scoreline. The pressure was endless. They couldn't get it out their half, and I mean, I think that really just goes to prove it there with that play off the corner. It was just straight back into the danger area, and you can't be doing that against the Team Serene side. And, oh, do I hear a little bit of a grunt from Murray? Are you back?
Yeah,
Oh.
I am. I'm guessing you can hear me now as well, Big Assist.
And you've missed a bit of early action. Meiji looking to have the upper hand. They've got themselves a goal ahead, but just as you rejoin the call, actually, Hydras finally find themselves in the Meiji half. Lucas trying to put it in the midfield. A follow-up. Is anyone there for it? Not quite. Mentsu just getting the 50. And that guy dead, aka Mal, wishing you well in the chat. Happy to see you back and giving you an interesting nickname, I think it's fair to say. But are you back watching the game now? Can you see the action?
I can see the action. I can see the comments on Twitch. Thank you, Mal. Absolutely beautiful stuff. But, you know, it's not about me. It's about what's going on the field at the moment. And, I mean, Meiji, I would have said my prediction, actually, was 3-1 Meiji. I'm not just saying that's because they're 1-0 up at the moment, but that was going to be what my prediction was. So, Kendo, if you would kindly chalk that one up for me, that'd be amazing. But at the moment, Hydra's nearly tying things up there.
Saw Mentsu hunting for those demos on the goal line, was unable to get one, but you know, sends out a warning to Team Serene saying, look, he's always coming, you've got to watch your back, you've got a second thing to focus on, not only the ball. Jamazo looking to get that second goal for himself, is unable to get it. Luke Foss, I feel like he's constantly there on that, you know, midfield by the wall, ready to clear it back in, but Hydra's done well at the moment to stop the attack.
They have indeed, and here comes, that's a long name to say, Liam, I'm just going to call him Liam Nicholas, just trying to punt the ball forward. He's trying his best to bring the team back in it, but in fact, Kendo didn't actually hear my prediction. It was 3-1 Meiji, so I'm hoping that this one is going to stay with it, and Ark is making sure that he's putting me in a very good spot to get my prediction right for a change.
Ka-chow! Straight from the top right. It's from the top right of the pitch into the top right of the goal. He keeps it nice and close to his car until that final smash. And they've doubled their lead now. And it doesn't really look like it'll close. Just like I say about Lucas getting a shot on target. Liam Nicholas can put it in the midfield. And it's well defended by the owner of the entire league here, Arch. Mazo now, opportunity on the wall. It's a miss from Liam Nicholas. He's got a lot of space and options in the middle, which he doesn't use. It's well defended again by Hydras. On defense, I think they've looked pretty strong. They just need to bring that more into the offense.
Yeah, indeed, but at the moment it's a relatively comfortable lead for Meiji. They just got to hang on to this one now, not do anything too crazy. But ever so slightly, like you say, Hydra's just got to find a little bit of luck, and they'll find themselves back in this one with a minute and a half left on the clock. But Mentsu sending it into the corner. It's pass of Liam Nicholas. Can't get it past Arch there on the right hand side. Bit of a midfield battle going on between the two, but still no clear opportunity for Hydra's.
Jamazo has lost that 50. And what a strike from Liam Nicholas. Taking complete advantage. I thought he was doing so well here to stay tight to the ball, but it was a bit too heavy. Liam Nicholas had for delayed. And, I mean, what a strike.
What a strike indeed. And I like to say that I took some credit for that one. Cast a curse in that one. I'm just giving them a little bit of a boost, giving a little minute I left on clock. I'll find something quick as I'm slightly having internet issues, Pegasus, so you might be going to solo again for a bit in a moment.
Look, I'm happy with that. He was cursing my org, but look, I'm not biased right now. I'd love to see an entertaining game, and Lucas is looking to promise it. Can he get the double tap? Not quite. The follow-up from Mentsu proved to be promising, but Arch on the goal line does a great job to get it just out and into the other half, and maybe trying to start something for his team. He's on the ball again. He's in a familiar position, that opposing corner, where he's got himself 2 bumps. Maybe we're saying where that high demo stat was coming from. There's Lucas again, who I think has actually been pretty strong for his team. I don't think the stats have done him all the justice. Mentsu trying to come in off that wall. The follow-up touch wasn't quite the one he wanted, but he's been given a second opportunity here. Maybe going for a ceiling pinch, but it's just all been completely shut down. It's a great clearance, but it's not going to be enough to I think, get them the overtime they want this series. And look, a slam on the floor. Luke Voss leading his team. I said he wasn't doing it by example at the beginning. He proved himself in the rest of the game with 2 assists and 3 saves to his name. He was providing for the other 2 players, Arch and Jamazo, the goal scorers that put themselves ahead of Hydras. And now it's going to be an uphill battle, an even more uphill battle than this game originally promised for Hydras, who knew that they were the underdogs with that 4-game win difference between them. But leading into game 2, they're now trying to get an equal game series win. And I just love the still that we've got right now for Murray Sky, who's just really pondering right now. And is that you that I hear back there, Murray? Or
yeah, my voice is here. I'm sort of here. It's just that my other equipment is just not working as it should do tonight. But you know, that's beside the point. I'm still sort of catching the game.
Do you have any thoughts? I mean, you look so in thoughts. I mean, what are you thinking?
What I'm thinking is, you know, Hydras, they looked like they were coming back into this one. They kept Meiji within touching distance, but they just couldn't quite, you know, seize the opportunities when they came their way. And I mean, they don't need to do anything too drastic. Just got to stay with Meiji on this one. But Meiji are still looking quite a strong team at the moment.
And I think we did see a few opportunities come for Hydra. They were just losing maybe that one demo instead of they were getting a bump instead of a demo, or a bit of a softer touch than they would have wanted. And once those small things are fixed, this promises to become a much closer game and perhaps series. And then series makes great forward progression, tries to get that ball to Lucas, and completely steals it off him. A bump there clears up some space for Jamazo, who once again trying to show that individuality which he's presented a little bit this series, but definitely not as much as he has to offer. Hydras again, it's an absolutely huge clear. Mentsu sees Lucas in the centre, who doesn't want it, was rotating back, wanted Liam Nicholas to take that spot away from him, but not quite there yet. It's a 0-0 scoreline, still a lot to play for, and Lucas trying to get the first goal. It's a follow-up by Mentsu, and that is exactly what they need. They've just got to have each other's back. The mistakes will come, and they can capitalise.
So he's got to be hurting after that one. It was a beautiful save. That manager just got to keep the ball out of his net, but it wasn't out for long. And he's found themselves 1-0 down with sort of just over a minute left to play. So can Hydras capitalise on this one? Keep up the pressure. Lucas certainly trying to find something. And Mezzo again on the line. Just keeping Meiji in this game at the moment.
And yeah, that was very, very awkward. I'm not really sure what even went wrong there, but the ball just ended up on the goal line. It's bit of a poor showing early into this game. I'd say not as strong as game 1, but plenty of time left to go. But plenty of time for Hydra to increase their lead, and they hit the post. Luke Voss forced to make a save, just like he was doing in game 1. Mentsu once again trying to set up a teammate in the midfield, gets a demo as well. Oh my word, he's putting everything on a plate.
Yes, indeed. I mean, lovely touch from Menzo. Made it so awkward. The follow-up demo just causing chaos on the goal line there for Meiji. And Hydra is unfortunately managing to absolutely pile on the pressure in this second game here. Don't know what Meiji are thinking right now, but they certainly got to find a way just to stem the flow of goals coming in from Hydras at the moment. They are looking on point.
When do they start to panic? I know Mal's in chat. I know Mal was with them whilst they were scrimming, but I don't think we'll see him feature today, unfortunately. What we will see, however, is Hydra going for nice wall bounce to try and get the infield. Lucas bounce it off the backboard, trying to find someone in the centre. No one's quite there, but he's done well to buy the team some time to regroup. And Nicholas again, another hit off that back wall, and great, that back wall seems to be everything for this Hydras team.
Does indeed. They are using it very well at the moment and just not allowing Meiji any chance to sort of settle on defense. And then find a third here from Mentsu coming in from the left-hand side. Lovely touch, or lovely pass it was from Lucas, I believe. Sends it into the middle. Both Arch and Mezzo struggling to get back. Neither of them able to get the ball out of the net. And with the halfway point just gone, Hydras are looking good here in game 2.
And I said game 1, the stats weren't doing Mentsu any favours. I felt like he had something ready to offer, and he's shown that in game 2. Jamezo having to get rid of Liam Nicholas to try and kill that attack. They need to create something of their own though, and that's just not going to be it. They're just passing it to the other side now. Luke Voss forced to make some work happen on the backboard. Hydras so quick to go up. It's a miss from Lucas, an individual play now from Jamezo, who's been going for it the entire series, and finally he's rewarded.
Almost against a run of play, some might say, but sometimes you just need that little moment, that little bit of genius, and Mezzo went up to the air uncontested and just kept the ball under his control, ends up in the back of the net. And is this going to be the little bit of a push that Meiji need to bring themselves back into this one? They still got to find 2 goals, but certainly is what they needed.
I think it's a goal as a captain. You look at it, it might not win you this game, but it might win you the one after. Just getting that little bit of confidence back. You know, it's absolutely gutting to finish a game without a single goal to your name. You start to think you've lost it, but Luke Voss now trying to show that they've gotten that energy back. And what an infield pass! Oh no! He's hit it off the post. I think it was a more awkward angle than it perhaps looked, but still, you've just got to be scoring that.
Indeed, he unfortunately on that occasion didn't end up in the back of the net, and we see now Hydras are trying to pile on the pressure again. They've regained their footing a little bit in this match here, coming off the back of that glorious opportunity for Archeon. He's got to get out of his mind though, and they've still got a minute to find 2 goals here, but currently Hydras are just peppering the net, and they're not allowing Meiji to come back into this.
And it's another clearance. Jamezo trying to make some more magic happen, has no boost to do so. Mentsu trying to counter that mechanical play with one of his own, which was then countered by a mechanical play from Luke Voss. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, what a rival match we've got ourselves going here, but the attack isn't over for Meiji. Luke Voss trying to stop it from going into his half, while Lucas, nice and patient. That was some ones play coming to show there.
Almost Archeon sneaking in the shot there at the near post. Not quite. Just over 20 seconds now on the clock. I think this is going to be game number 2, unless we can see second goal. Almost getting it in there, but I think that's going to be it for Hydras. It's just the response they needed after coming off that defeat in the first game. But it's interesting to see now how Meiji are going to approach this 3rd game.
Yeah, absolutely. They were the last ones to score, which I do think has an impact. Maybe that's one of my silly placebos. It would help a lot if they could score in 0 seconds. Oh, a bit cheeky that. I think you got an assist there from Arch, who's not been having the best game. So maybe a nice little bit of confidence for him leading into game 3. It's now deadlocked. 2 more games left to go. Literally everything to play for.
Was indeed. I mean, that first half of that game, you got to say that was pretty much all Hydras. They had the offensive pressure. They were getting the goals. They were keeping Meiji on the back foot. I mean, in terms of field domination, they had them. I mean, it doesn't really do them justice. The first half of the game, it was nearing the 70% actually in favour of Hydras, and that just kind of, for me, just sums up what the whole game was about. And Meiji, credit to them, they didn't let it run away from them. This could have been an absolute walkover, but they managed to find 2 goals there in the second half of that game, and that could just be the confidence, like you said, because it's, in this next game, the last person that scores, the last team that scores, just gives them a little bit of confidence boost going to the next one, so who knows. But it's on a knife edge at the moment, Pegasus. I don't know which way this one's going to go.
I sadly have to say the same, and I think both teams have, someone that fills every single role. They both have their mechanical menaces. They both have their, midfield masterclasses, and those more defensive players that can hold the line really well. It's just you've all got to perform. You've all got to get that bit of cohesion, and most importantly, you've got to get goals and wins. And who will be the team to do it in game number 3? Let's find out.
First goal, and who knows, that might just be the sign of things to come. But at the moment, still got a long way to go. Still pretty much a full game. There's a bit of midfield battle going on in the doors here. Both teams just trying to find a little bit of an open. Mezzo might have one here, punts it off the backboard. Nicholas slightly awkward on the backboard.
Oh.
Unfortunately for him, Lucas is there to tidy up.
It's nice to see an early attack from Meiji and a quick counter from Lucas. It's a great 50 in the air. Arch ends up getting the clearances. I think he wants a second touch as well. Oh, I think he was expecting a 50, instead got something clean and put it in the corner for Hydras. And Lucas very happy with that, as once again he tries to do something in the air, try and get that control. Is unable to get. I don't think Luke Foss is going to get a touch. He's bailed out by Jamezo, but I don't think he'll be enough. And oh my, I thought this was going to be an infield pass. I am so impressed with that shot.
Credit to the shot, but I gotta say the defensive error on that one leading to that goal, absolute calamity. But look, yep, fair play, great shot from the corner there from Mensu. And Hydras have find the first goal in the first minute here. Lovely save there from the line from Arch into path of Mezzo, trying to find it into the midfield, but it's straight to path of Liam, who's only got a couple of touches so far, and then looking a little bit quiet. So here comes Arch now, pumping it off the backboard, but Lucas, easy enough to send it into the corner.
Feels like he can't create enough, and Hydras are just constantly pushing. Even after they've been demoed, you don't feel that loss of player because of how active the other two are, and those that are demoed just seem to get re-involved so fast. And Mensu, he was my player to watch in game 1, and this has continued in games 2 and 3. He's physical, he's strong on the ball, he looks out for his teammates. I mean, what does he not have?
Well, I don't know. He probably just needs a little bit of sparkles maybe in his game. Don't know how he's going to do that, but I'm just trying to find something that he needs. Nevertheless, 2 minutes played on the clock. 3 to go, and it's almost second goal, but the ball just didn't quite. I don't even know how nobody got a touch and that sent it into the back of the net, but they're keeping up the pressure now, Hydras, and they're trying to find that second goal.
Yeah, and they actually ended up bumping each other, the two Hydra players there, and Jamezo now sees an option in midfield. Arch pushed a bit too far forward, the pass wasn't where he wanted, and again it gives Mensu a chance. Like, is that the bit of sparkles you were looking for? He doesn't get the reset, he makes the most of it and uses it almost like a fake. Takes that low ground, sees Liam Nicholas positioned perfectly, and oh my word, what a team play.
Oh, okay, you know what? Grab the shades, sparkles are on. That is absolutely beautiful touch and beautiful path there from Menzo. I mean, whether he meant it or not, it was beautiful, and put that one on the highlight reel. But, halfway point, 2 goals again ahead for Hydras, and Meiji, just not quite what they seemed like in the first game here. They've got to find some little sparkle themselves to bring themselves back into this one, and Mezzo keeping the ball out and sending it into the corner.
That's not what he meant to do, but look, teams are made from their B plans. You're always going to make a mistake, and is there any B plan player there to finish that? Not quite. Meant to, however, doing well in the corner. Liam Nicholas pops the ball up really nicely. Lucas trying to get those 50s. He's been really good at those in the air. It's a skill set that not too many players have, and I think that's why this Hydras team are showing themselves to be so special right now. But it's in the danger area here. And it was a miss from one Hydras defender. Lucas had to clean up, and there were options in the middle from Meiji to try and get themselves back in. And oh my word, Mensu, he's taken the whole pitch by himself.
I think he's taking my comments about not having sparkle to heart, but here comes his teammate Lucas. Easily sending that one into the back of the net. A little bit of a miscommunication there on the backboard by Meiji. Again, both Luke and Mezzo going up for that one. Neither really sort of staying on the line and just covering the bases, and it just caused a bit of chaos on the line. Easy enough for Hydras to send it into the back of the net. And Meiji, I've got to find something soon, otherwise my prediction is going out the window again.
Yeah, it's been a brutal match so far. I think games 2 and 3 have been especially hurt for Meiji. They had that bit of hope in the second half, and game 3, I don't think they've had anything to offer.
No, I mean, field domination again is absolutely in favour of Hydras. They are doing well in just pegging back Meiji and not allowing them time to kind of mount any sort of substantial offence or any sort of proper counter, and it's just not working for them in the final third here. But they might have an opportunity as Mezzo trying to find it into the corner. That's a nice little touch there from Arch, keeps the ball alive, but Mezzo just awkwardly enough sends it into the path of Lucas. And now here we see Hydras again just pegging Meiji back. Might have a fourth here, but not quite.
And Arch trying to get another bit of power, but Mensu, I just think he has had control of every single play. And Jamezo now trying to get them once again that final goal in the dying seconds, just like they got in game 2. I'm not sure if they're going to get it this time. It's a good start. Luke Foss with the miss, Arch not with the best touch, and I think it's just getting worse and worse and worse. They couldn't even have anything that game.
Surprisingly, they managed to get 6 shots on target. I'm not quite sure where they came from because
Wow.
I don't recall sort of any proper shots on target on that occasion. But it's an interesting one. Hydras are playing really well. They are dominating Meiji, like I said, just pushing them back and not allowing them any chance to sort of mount any sort of attack. And for, I said at the start though, I'm intrigued why there isn't more aggression being seen from Meiji. I thought they were going to come out guns blazing and really sort of put Hydras out of position, out of place, but there isn't any of that. And maybe that's what they need, just to find that little bit of space so that they can get the offensive under their control and get a couple of goals back in there.
I'd like to say that Hydras look much faster, but I think it's simply been easier for them. I don't think Meiji have done a good enough job to keep control of the ball consistently. And when the ball is in Hydra's hands, we've seen what they can do with it. And the scoreline, I think it was a fair result for what we saw ahead of us.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I think you pointed them out as well. Mentsu, absolute performance in that last game. So we'll see if he can carry his team forward in this fourth one. And Meiji just got to get off to a good start here and just find that little bit of luck to try and change it so they can at least get the draw on this one. But Hydras will be looking to push forward now to get this series victory.
Yeah, and their last result this week, Meiji, was a draw, so it would give them 2 draws in 1 week. Some, important dropping of points late in the season, but you've got to get what you can when you're in this position, and Archer's missed in front of a goal line is forced to rely on Jamezo. I think they're going to be a bit out of whack now. The boost count's going to be a bit lower if Hydras can take advantage of it, and I think they've gotten away with it for maybe a play or 2 longer, but it all builds up. But I believe the game has a bit of a rhythm, and it's all in Hydra's favour.
Arch down on the right hand side, but just couldn't keep the ball under control. Mentsu now takes over, taking it to the air. 1 touch, 2 touch, back and then not quite. Save from Luke on the line there. Beautiful little play, a beautiful save.
It just seems like the same old story. Hydras with all the pressure. We're seeing defensive mistakes from Meiji. We're seeing them giving it away, putting it straight on the bonnet of the Hydra cars. And what a touch there from Liam Nicholas. He'll get another one, and that would have been an absolutely insane play. And look, even when it's in the Hydra's half, it doesn't seem like they've got anything to fear.
They're looking quite comfortable at the moment. Lovely touch from Mentsu. Not enough power though. He's enough for Arch to clear the ball into path of Mezzo. Oh, what a lovely touch! And after so long, it seems, Meiji have finally found a goal after a beautiful punt upfield from Arch and a lovely read on from Mezzo. Beats Lucas to the punch. And is this the revival that Meiji needed to at least come back into this series?
And I've heard that their sub-player Mal has been doing some coaching in the VC and it's come to light there as they've opened up the scoring bar. Oh, has he taught them how to defend? Is the issue? Oh my word! Because what have I just seen? That should be the equaliser. And Lucas has sent it wide. Luckily, he got given a second chance from, once again, some poor defense from Meiji. Arch just putting it on a plate in the middle of the pitch for Lucas to get his second chance. But oh my gosh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it.
You do. I mean, Mezzo's put in some absolutely beautiful saves in this series, but on that occasion, he just seems to sort of drift out into the corner, leaving the net completely exposed as Arch was trying to put on some defensive pressure there. So I think that just kind of summed up Meiji's performance in this series. You know, their defence has just not quite been clicking, and Hydras are playing so well that they're able to bring themselves back into this one. But a beautiful save on the line from Lucas on this occasion just keeps the scores at 1-1, and here they come now on the counter, left-hand side. Net wide open off the post by Mentsu.
I mean, Murray, I have a question, and it's slightly disrespectful. What was more embarrassing there? Was it Arch just passing it into the... Oh, hold on a minute, we had a shot there from Arch to shut me up. What was more embarrassing, the pass into the centre of that open net miss? I guess we'll never know, because now they're trying to give me something to praise them for. It's a good hit off the corner. Luke Foss pops it high. Arch, nice and fast, up onto the ball. Jamezo is ready. I saw Luke Foss ready behind him to clean up. And Mentsu gets bumped by his own teammate. Luke Foss just trying to get it on target, make it a bit awkward. Arch has some space here, maybe an opportunity to put some power forward. Oh, what a goal by the skipper, Luke Foss, with a redirect off the ground to equal his teammates.
Oh, let's just take a moment. Meiji seems to have finally arrived after a beautiful little play there. A 1-2 back of the net. Nothing the Hydra defense could do on that occasion. That's what they've been missing all this game, is that little bit of perfection on the offensive, and they've still got a minute and a half now just to try and keep Hydras at bay, but hopefully that's going to give them a little bit of a confidence boost to see this game out.
And there's been holes in the Meiji defense, but to match it, there's been holes in the Hydra's offense. It's frustrating for the losing side, because you feel like you've only got yourselves to blame regardless of results. And Lucas now trying to create something. Jamezo coming off the ceiling, lets Luke Foss take the ball away from him, and it's gone wide. It's a miss it off the wall, and Liam Nicholas forced to clear up. Luke Foss demos him out the way, and I mean, he is showing up, the captain, right now.
He is, and Lucas.
Oh no! The offense so strong, the defense not there to match. It's an open net. I think that should have perhaps been a goal for Lucas, who didn't quite want it. Lays it off to Mentsu, but we're back to an equal game, and I think this has been the most back and forth so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shame this is coming to game.
Oh, it's a pass
here. Oh my word! It seems like both teams having a bit of a sketchy moment, but I just don't know what to say about Meiji. They just seemed like they had this game in hand. You know, they were pushing ahead, and now they find themselves back to trying to get, you know, grind out a result here and try and get a draw. But Liam Nichols trying to spoil the party here, not quite able to get under control. Midfield battle between the two teams going on now, trying to find some sort of opening. Which way is it going to go? Are we going to find ourselves in an OT here in the final game? Mentsu might have a right. It is strong target, safe on the line, and it looks like this is OT.
Oh, don't say that yet, Liam Nicholas. Puts the ball high, so does Jamezo. Hold on. Meiji may be able to create something. It's bounced in their favour. I mean, they'll just about touch the ground. It's the first overtime of the series. It's in game 4. Hydra's fighting for a series win. Meiji looking for their second draw of the week.
almost made me eat my own words, but I had confidence. But Mensu trying to find a quick goal here, but not quite on that occasion. Had the great idea, just didn't quite have the execution. They managed to keep possession now, trying to find a little opening. Not on that occasion. Finally, the Meiji defense just sorting themselves out here, but not able to get out of their own half and opening stages of this OT. And it's Hydras are piling on some pressure.
And Mentsu alone in defense. If it was someone I wanted on the Hydra side to deal with it, it would be him. What a pinch as well. And it's Luke Foss is the captain. Can he do it again? Not quite. He's defended well by Hydras who have an open net. Where did that come from? Sue, it had to be him. Secures Hydras the series win.
What? What happened? What? What? Pegasus, I'm trying to figure out where the defense went for Meiji on that one. I mean, they left the game so quickly. I'm not quite sure what happened. I'm in shock on that one, Pegasus. Meiji just, I don't know what to say. That was insane. That just came out of nowhere. But I suppose some might argue Hydras absolutely deserved that victory in the end then. I mean, they absolutely dominated in games 2 and 3. You know, some might say an unfortunate loss in the first game, but they kept at it in game 4. It was a lot closer. Let's not take that away from Meiji. But to me, it was just too many mistakes at the end of the day. And that final goal there for Meiji, for Hydras, I think just sort of sums it up, really. But any ideas, Pegasus, what happened at the end there?
I think Meiji's luck ran out, quite simply. There were some opportunities where Hydras should have scored, where they would have much preferred to have this man as their first. Mentsu takes the series MVP. Your Highness, your MVP. Not the 2 names combined. We've made that mistake before. 15 shots, 5 goals, 6 saves, even 3 demos and 2 assists on the card. What a performance by Mentsu. I can see it coming even when he wasn't doing too well statistically. He just showed that little bit of promise, and it's happened again for me. I've predicted the correct score. Wrong team.
And it's happened for me again. I predicted the correct score and just failed completely. I put my faith in Meiji, and they just didn't seem like a team that, you know, was sitting towards the top of the table. But that's an interesting one in terms of what it's done for the sort of league standings going forward into the sort of final weeks, should we say. I'm going to be interested to see how Meiji respond from that one, and how also Hydras. It's just going to be the confidence boost that they need at the right time in league play. I mean, they were coming off before this series. You know, they weren't having the best run of form, but that's just what they needed to put themselves right in contention to move up the league. And, you know, well played to them. They capitalised on a lot of mistakes that were coming in from Meiji, and they looked a solid unit.
And I believe that match actually brings Hydras up to 4th place, with Meiji still sticking themselves in 3rd, but that difference of 4 games has been reduced to 2. Plenty of action to happen in these final 2 weeks, as I can't remember if this week is roster lock or the next week is roster lock, but it doesn't matter. I don't see any of these teams making changes, but who gets play-ins and playoff spots, that I can very much see having, you know, a little bit of movement in these upcoming weeks.
I can indeed. Totally agree with you on that one. It's going to be an exciting one to see what happens, but that's going to happen next week. As for this week, Pegasus, it's been an absolute pleasure again to sort of round the series off. I can only apologise for my technical issues. I will be having serious words with all my equipment in front of me and trying to find out who royally screwed me over in that one. But you know, at least I was here for the end. And great series to cast with you as always. And I'm going to try and get this one without making a potential fail of the week. Just want to quickly thank the sponsors: Team Hosky, Team Serene, Gamers Apparel, Badass Studios. I'm just going to leave it there, Pegasus, because we know what happened last week. I'm just going to say, any final thoughts from yourself?
Wow, that was so much cleaner. That's character development, ladies and gentlemen. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. I managed to cast match 2 and match 3, and those were oh so entertaining. I didn't manage to catch the first one, but I can only assume it was brilliant. I mean, it's RSC, and I think this has been such an exciting season so far, but there's so much more to come. Week 8 and 9 teams are really going to be fighting tooth and nail, and if you think that's exciting, you think all those blue arrows and red arrows on the leaderboard are going to get you going, well, just wait for play-ins and playoffs. The excitement only grows for RSC, and we will see you next time.
delight, you are my lucky charm. I hold you close in the night in my arms. And when we open our eyes, my worries fade away. 'Cause you gave me your heart in the light of day, in the light of day.